Hello, this is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing, and we had reached out to you last week maybe, and promised this free video. Unfortunately, something came up for my husband and I. We had a death in the family, so I do apologize for the delay in this video. But anyways, here it is, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just wanted to provide some value and a few tips and tricks to really maximize your traffic and online and increase your business online. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, I wanted to point out a couple of things that I really liked about your website. First of all, this snippets of video going back and forth is really nice. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. There's also this get a free quote and click to call button right here, as well as an email thing here. All three of these really help in conversion rates, in which converting people over as a client. So that's really great that you have that on your website. But something I noticed is there's not a whole lot of content here. And content is anything that I can highlight, whether it be like text or pictures. And the reason why you want a lot of content is so you can rank for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, home remodeling San Diego or kitchen remodeling San Diego, California. That has a low competition word here, but a high search volume. So that one is a really good keyword to have. Bathroom remodeling in San Diego, also high search volume per month, 100 per month, with a low competition number here. All of these search volumes add up to, for these keywords, they add up to about 1.4 thousand search volume for all of these keywords for your service in the area in which you serve alone. There's a lot of volume to be had that you're not getting, because when people search for these keywords, they're not located in your content, and so you don't come up in their search. So your people aren't able to find you, and it's really, really important to put yourself in a position to be found. And how you would do that would be having a website containing a lot of content and containing the keywords in which you want and need to be found for. I would even go as far as saving these images as some of those keywords and then re-uploading it to your website so that it'll start to count as content towards your website. And when you do that, you'll start to rank for that keyword. It's a really, really sneaky way to insert a keyword onto your website without actually putting it into your text. So you could actually put a competitor's name in there, and so you'll start to rank for your competitor's name. Some people actually do that. But also, the reason why content and keywords are so crucial for a website is because when Google crawls your website, they see that you not only have that that content, but the keyword verbatim within your content. So, because Google, it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Google believes the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field of work. And at the end of the day, their whole goal is that when somebody searches on their platform, that they get what they're looking for. And so, for example, somebody searched remodeling San Diego, California, the people with the more content, or who they deem to be more of an expert in their field, are going to rank higher because they want the people taken care of. Long story short, more content you have, the more likely you are to be found, because Google wants the people searching on their platform to find what they need quickly and efficiently. So with that would be my first tip for you, would be to add more content to this website with all those keywords. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my second tip for you, and that would be to build upon this Google business profile. It would really maximize the amount of traffic coming to your website and increase your business. And what I mean by that, when people search for any given keyword, there's a lot of ways in which they can convert over as a client. I'm going to go over here This is not your field of work that you're in, nor is it the area that you are in. However, this tab contains the first two things I'm going to talk about. So you have the local ads right here. I just want you to see what they look like. So these capture the people who click on the very first thing that they see. They are also Google guaranteed up to a certain dollar amount. So something happens or goes wrong, the people using the Google ads trust that Google will make it right monetarily. Also, when you hover your mouse above these local ads, they have a drop down here with the business's phone number. And when people click on that and they're already taking the time out of their day to call you, they are more likely to convert over as a client. So these have a high conversion rate because of that. So just below that is the Google ads themselves. They don't have as high of a conversion rate. However, they are cheaper, and because of their position being under the local ads at the top of the page, it puts you in a position to be seen by a lot of different people. I'm going to go back over to this this tab that I was on before. It contains everything else that I'm going to talk about. So if we take a look at this here, this is the Google Map Pack. So these, the people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area. It can pull up to 40%, 40% of the traffic. So if we were looking at a keyword with a search volume of 250, like this one here, Kitchen Remodeling San Diego, we just looked up Remodeling San Diego. We didn't use kitchen remodeling, but if we were using that and it had that high of a search volume per month, you would look at 40% going to your competitors, and that would be 100 of 250 going straight to your competitors here. That's a great deal amount of traffic going to those guys, so they're getting a lot of business here. The rest of the 60% filter out throughout this page for the most part, and that is where ranking organically comes in. It's another great way in which you can pull traffic to your website. The concept is pretty simple for ranking organically. The higher you're ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to pull to your website. So these people here are doing way better than all the people down here, and people rarely go to that second page of Google. So it's important to know that when you're ranking organically, that you are ranking high enough to be on this first page of Google, so you get the majority of that traffic for that keyword. And so that concludes my second tip for you. So I'm going to move on to my third one, and that actually does include ranking organically. In order to rank organically, you do need to build up the strength of your website. And how you would do that would be adding backlinks and referring domains. I have you plugged into this tool called Ahrefs. It shows you where you're at in your online presence. So backlinks, unfortunately, are not all created equal. There are good quality backlinks and bad quality backlinks, and we're going to take a look at your backlinks here. So it looks like you have 11, so that's a decent quality backlink, but as we go down here, they get lower in number. And if we go further down, if we go all the way to the page 10 here, it'll just take one moment. You have some zeros here. So those are really poor quality backlinks. They aren't doing anything for you. So I would get rid of those zeros and replace them with some better quality backlinks. So referring domains, now the best way to describe what a referring domain is, so say you did some services for somebody and they decided to blog about the services that you provided them, and they have a link back to your website. That would count as a referring domain. They have a lot of power, some more than others. So if we take a look at your referring domains, it looks like you got some high power referring domains, and these numbers, the higher they are, just means the more power they have and the more trusted by Google they are. So, the more high power ones you have, the higher you're going to rank. So these zeros here don't have very much power. I would actually replace those with some higher power referring domains, because the more power you have with those, the higher these numbers are going to be. And you want as high of a number as possible. Generally speaking, with contractors and remodeling, we want to see them in the 20s, 30s, 40s range, and at a 1-to-1 ratio with UR and DR. So you're in the 20s for UR. DR, you're at 8. You have 502,000 backlinks. As we already looked, there's not all of those are high quality. You have 74 referring domains. You do have some zeros there. You're ranking for 229 organic keywords, and generating organic traffic is 63 per month. So you might think you're doing pretty well because you're getting that traffic, correct? Well, if we take a look at one of your competitors, and I actually chose these guys, they're number 2 ranking organically, and they're right here in the Google Map Pack. So they're already getting a lot of traffic. But this is their website here. They could honestly use a little bit more content, but what I really wanted you to see was right here. Okay, so they have 8.03 thousand backlinks, 3.08 thousand referring domains. They're almost at a 1-to-1 ratio with UR and DR, 44 and 41 in that range. They're getting an organic keywords of 2.9 thousand and generating an organic traffic of 2.6 thousand. So if we take a look at their backlinks, they have some really good quality backlinks, 40s range. So, but even they have some poor quality ones. As you can see, they start to go lower in number. But they have so many backlinks, that's why we need to get rid of some of those zeros in order to beat them out. They also have some highly trusted referring domains, like this one right here at an 80 and this one right here at a 90. But they do have some zeros there. They do have quite a bit more than you do when it comes to that. So with that said, we also want to take a look at the keywords that you're ranking for. So I did not go over this quite yet with your site. I wanted to show you show the keywords that you were ranking for first. So you are ranking for your name, but you are also having a lot of these service keywords, which is really good to have. You also have some national keywords though, which can bring the wrong kind of traffic to your website. So if they were looking for a remodeler, but they were from somewhere completely different than San Diego, they might not use you because you're outside of their area. So you could be generating some unnecessary traffic to your website, and because of these not as narrowed keywords down to your field of work and area that you do. But I am seeing a lot of that. This is a national keyword, new kitchen renovation. You would probably want to replace that one with kitchen remodeling San Diego. As we said, that has a low competition number and has a high search volume per month. And so I'm going to show you some of the keywords that your competitors are ranking for. So they have a lot of these service keywords as well, and it looks like they have, for the most part, locations. This one here is a national keyword. However, the majority of their keywords are more narrowed, and so that's going to bring them more clients and have more clients convert over to them, basically. And so the reason why you want to narrow your keywords down because when you don't, like I was saying before, you're getting a lot of unnecessary traffic. And also the reason why your name, you want the service keywords for your area and also your field of work, and not necessarily for just your name, because of the fact people are looking for the service that you offer in the area that you are in, not for your company name. And so with that, there's a lot of things that you can do to bump yourself up in Google without those keywords being more narrowed, and without the backlinks and referring domains being more than what they are. You're really limiting yourself into how much business you're generating, how much people you're converting over as a client. Those are my main tips for you. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to my husband or I. We'd love to get in touch with you in whatever time fits best for you. And so with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and God bless.